So remember Bishop Lamore Whitehead?
The Brooklyn
He got arrested today.
pastor who made headlines when he was robbed of expensive jewelry during a live stream church service has been indicted on federal charges.
Among the allegations against Lamore Whitehead, that he scammed a parishioner out of $90,000. And as CBS 2's Christina Fan reports, this isn't his first time in trouble with the law.
Nope.
A normally flashy Bishop Lamore Whitehead was silent outside federal court as his attorney denied all fraud allegations against him. The Brooklyn pastor, known for delivering sermons in designer suits and lavish jewels at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, is being accused by federal prosecutors of obtaining part of his wealth illegally.
Bishop Lamore Whitehead is not guilty of these charges. We are vigorously going to defend these accusations.
According to an unsealed indictment, Whitehead asked for money and other things of value from victims using threats and false promises. He allegedly convinced a parishioner to invest $90,000 of her retirement savings with him, but spent it all on himself. He is also accused of extorting a businessman of $5,000, then convincing the victim to lend him $500,000 more and give him a stake in real estate transactions in return for favors from the city government, which Whitehead knew he could not obtain. The bishop was arrested Monday morning and pleaded not guilty in court before he was released on a $500,000 bond.
Yo.
Whitehead has made news repeatedly this year, first in July when masked robbers stole an estimated $1 million worth of jewelry from him during a live stream service.
You want to come preach? You want to come preach? You want to come preach? Come on up here.
Then in September, he was briefly detained after clashing with a woman who interrupted him mid-sermon.
We feel that he is being targeted and he is being turned from a victim into a villain.
The bishop has a criminal history and was convicted on 17 counts of fraud back in 2008. The 45-year-old is now charged with 2 counts of wire fraud, 1 count of extortion, and 1 count of making material false statements. In Lower Manhattan, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
If convicted on all counts, Whitehead faces up to 65 years in prison.
You think he can handle 65 years? Check this out, though. Here's the U.S. Attorney's announcements. U.S. Attorney announces arrest of Lamore Whitehead for fraud, extortion, and false statements. All right. Damian Williams, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Let me see. Lamore Whitehead, who leads the Church of Brooklyn, New York, has engaged in a course of conduct in which he sought money and other things of value from victims on the basis of either threats or false promises that the victim's investments would benefit the victims financially. First, Whitehead induced one of his parishioners to invest approximately $90,000 of her retirement savings with him, but instead spent the money on luxury goods and other personal purposes. Second, Whitehead extorted a businessman $5,000 and attempted to convince the same businessman to lend him $500,000. Same thing as what was said. In addition, when speaking with the FBI agents who were executing a search warrant, Whitehead falsely claimed that he had no cell phone other than the phone that he was carrying, when in fact Whitehead owned a second cell phone, which he used regularly to communicate, including sending text messages describing it as his other phone shortly after telling the agents he had no other phone. Yeah, so he was arrested and he made bail. Hopefully, this actually something happens, but who knows?